Okay. Yes.
Hey,
All
all
right.
right.
And 3, 2, 1. Peace, love, and light. It's your favorite positive queen, Desire, and that's Desire with a Z. Don't play with me.
And it's favorite teen entrepreneur, YBG, aka Oh My God, aka Big Oots, aka Ootsy, baby.
And peace, family. I'm your good brother, second son. That's second with a K, S-U-N, because I am Carolyn's second son, and I'm honored to be in the building.
Yes, sir. Second son, we are glad to have you. Thank you for agreeing to come onto the podcast. You are one of the beginners, like one of you getting us rolling. So we appreciate you aiding in the effort to enlighten our people, educate, inform, and entertain, right?
Absolutely.
So, right? Because my brother can sing, y'all. He be singing, okay? So before we get started, I'm going to just let the viewers know that Oosie, baby, let them know, Oos.
So I'm not gonna be on here for long. I got basketball practice. My coach will be picking me up in about a few minutes. So yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he's gonna have to slide out, and brother second son and myself are gonna finish the podcast for the remainder of the time that we're gonna be here. But Oosie baby had a question that he wanted to go ahead and get out before we get into your music, brother.
Right on. Talk to me, young God.
Yes, sir. So I wanted to ask you about the name. Where did you get your name from? And what does it mean?
Second son.
Yes, sir.
Second son is just like I say, because I am Carolyn's second son. My mother, she gave birth to two sons, two children, period, but two sons. And I was born second, you see? So I just chose to, of course, add the S-U-N because we are representations of the son. You as a young God, you see, you as a young God coming out your mother, you are a representation of the S-U-N. You have the same abilities that son as above. You have that same ability below, down here. You can shake and move just like the sun do. You see? So it's that simple.
That's right. That's right. Dropping them bombs as usual.
I got a question for you.
Sir.
I got a question for you. When is your born day?
July 11th.
Got you. Got you. Check. The gentle giant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Exactly. The gentle giant. I got you. But did I answer your question though?
Yes, sir.
Right on. Peace.
So we appreciate you. And it's funny because I am a mother of two sons, two children in general.
And I'm the second son.
See?
Ooh, it's okay. No, he's still there. It's still there. He's still there. We just got a phone call.
Man, and the energy was just going.
Yeah, it's still there. My uncle's calling me. My favorite uncle, y'all know, because I talk about him all the time. My favorite uncle, Uncle Joe, he's out in Louisiana. He just called me. I love you, Uncle Joe, but I got to call you back.
Absolutely. And that's your uncle that you was at church with?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Told you I told you I got a tracker on the ones that I have a soft spot in my heart for.
Praise be to Allah. I appreciate that, brother. We've been tracking you too. I love your energy. And I was like, man, I'm like, your energy and my energy, like we like firecrackers.
I know.
You feel me? We like, oh, you feel me?
Yeah,
we fighters for sure. But
don't play with me.
Don't play with me. I'm not the one. You better play Lotto. Play with your mama. Don't play with me.
Oh, you heard me? Put that in your pipe. Smoke on that one.
Smoke on that, okay? But yeah, definitely. I'm a fighter. And I know you a fighter because I see that fighter energy. They can't hold you down, But he too is a second son. That's my second son. And he was the biggest son. He was 10 pounds. 12 ounces.
See,
about 27 inches long. He really turned me into a vegan because when I was pregnant with him, he wouldn't allow me to eat anything that wasn't from the sun. You feel me? You feel me? Like I couldn't even take the smell of chicken, pizza, anything. It had to be greens and vegetables. I lived off of papaya. Like I didn't even know about papaya until I got pregnant with him.
Wow.
I loved papaya. I loved it so much.
Wow.
Oh man.
I'm a mango lover.
I love mangoes
What?
too. Oh man, I gotta call Uncle Joe back.
You're not alone.
He's full.
Yeah, let Uncle Joe know what the business is. You know what I mean? Check in with him. We good.
I'm gonna FaceTime him. I'm FaceTiming him. So
Hey, tell him I said what's happening.
he gonna be able to see you.
Yeah.
He's trying to send me a package for my birthday. Hey,
Hello?
Hey,
Well, I'm just checking to make sure my number was right.
yes, sir. It's right. I'm on a live interview on my YouTube channel and my Facebook account, and we have brother Second Son, and he says hello because I talk about you all the time to my viewers, and I let them know you are the best uncle in the world, and if they don't have you for uncle, they missing out.
Look out, Unc. Hold it up, Unc. Hold it all the way up.
All is well. All is well. Yeah.
Yes.
Right on.
What?
Okay. Yes, uncle. I'm
Not your fault.
gonna call you back though as soon as we're done with this interview. Okay.
Yeah, I got a class from 6 to 7:30.
6 to 7:30. So I'll give you a call back about 8:30.
That'll work.
All right, Love you.
Love you, baby. Take care of yourself.
Okay,
All
yes,
right,
sir.
Stay pretty. All right, Doc.
Yes, sir.
All right.
So stay pretty. Stay pretty.
Right on. When is your born day?
My born day is Father's Day, June 20.
Right on. Got you.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna guess either the 17th or the 20th. I was, honestly.
Wow, you on point. You connected. You are connected. You connected. I see you.
Yeah. I got a little cousin. She's on the 20th. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yup.
Father's Day.
Yeah, I'm so honored to be here. I don't, you know what I mean? Just feel like, you know, I'm meeting my family, you know,
Absolutely.
for the first time.
Absolutely. That's I'm gonna call you big brother and that's nephew.
Right on. Yeah, because I need him to know Uncle Son. You know what I mean?
But you right here though. Where are you? You in Dallas. Where are you?
That's what I was just about to tell you now. I'm on the far east end of Texas. I'm about 30 minutes from Shreveport.
Okay.
I'm about I can throw a rock at where brother BNX, his father's people. He said he has siblings in Jefferson, Texas.
Okay.
I can about throw a rock from there. You know what I'm saying? Hit Jefferson. I'm about 3 hours from Houston and probably 2 hours from Dallas, DFW area. Yeah, about 2 hours.
3 hours from Houston because Houston is 4 hours for us.
I'm 3 hours north of Houston, and I'm about 2 hours east of Dallas.
Okay. So
I'm right up under y'all.
Family reunion.
Yeah, I'm right up under y'all nose. I got family in Funkytown in Fort Worth.
Oh wow, I'm always in Fort Worth.
Yeah, I got in-laws in Duncanville.
Okay, that's not far.
Yeah, man. I'm Second Son gonna pull up on you, young God.
As
straight up. I'm gonna pull up on you. Mm-hmm.
As you should. Well, this is what I want to do before he pulls out on us and goes to practice. A lot of your viewers may or may not know that you do music.
Yeah.
And if I might add, you do good music.
Oh.
You do good music. What you think about his music that we've heard so far?
Brother, I'm not gonna lie to you. I never heard your music before. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I gotta hear it. I
didn't hear this the other day when I was playing this. You heard this song. It's in the speaker. What you mean?
Let me hear it.
He said, who is that? I said, that's brother Second Son.
Ooh.
Boy, you out here, boy. Hold on.
We got to give him a pass. You know what I'm saying? He young. He all over the place.
Let me show you something, because once it starts playing, then he gonna be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, because Unc don't love him no different. I already know. He growing up. He got a lot of things on his plate. Oh, say, baby.
Introduce the song before we play it, brother. Introduce the song.
The name of this track is My Life. I recorded the track about 11 years ago now, back in 2010, like April of 2010, and I probably wrote it, like inked it probably like about 08-ish. And a real good friend of mine, my brother, the godfather to all of my children, he wrote the second verse. And the name of it is My Life, and it's, you know, I guess kind of self-explanatory when you listen to the lyrics.
Oh yeah, and also it's relevant music today. Like I thought it was a new song. I thought it came out like recently. You know what I mean? Like a 2020, 2021 wow. type. You know what I mean?
Wow, it's unmastered and everything. It ain't even mastered or nothing like that.
Well, y'all getting it exclusive, and you heard it here first.
Right on.
Here we go. You remember this? I was just playing it.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, hey.
This is my life. My life, my life, my life. It's my life.
You got vocals. Yo, you got vocals.
No, we gotta go back. You ain't hear what he just said? What's the first verse he said? What he said? What's the first verse he just said? We gonna start that over. We gotta bring that back. That's why he asked you when's your birthday. What day? What day?
29.
Wow.
June 29?
No.
I was born in July 1976. Going from a boy to a man, I didn't know my life would end up like this. Got a wife, got 5 babies, and my mama is gone. Sometimes I feel like I'm all alone. This is my life. My life, my life, my life. This is my life. This is my life. My life, my life, my life. This is my life. But only God knows about what's on my mind. About what's in my heart. He knows. Gotta get out of here. Gotta be free from the stress. Ooh. Yes, I do, y'all. Do y'all. My life, my life, my life. This is my life. Got 5 acres and my mom is gone.
5 acres. Woo.
5 acres?
5 babies.
5 babies?
Now you gotta get the acres. He's spoken into existence. Ooh, don't cry, bro. Hey. Woo! Yeah.
My life, my life, my life. This is my life.
Hey, hey.
Sometimes I feel like I'm all alone. So do y'all. My life, my life, my life. It's
my hey, hey.
But only God knows about what's on my mind. He knows about what's in my mind. He knows. Gotta be free from the stress and the tears.
Yeah.
Do y'all. My life.
And the music and the beats and the instruments. Man, that's good. That's good music. I hear it. I hear it. I hear it. Hey, 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 hey. Yeah. Now, who playing the instrument?
Good brother by the name of Thurl Lee. I call him T. Lee. Thurl Lee Washington II. He produced the track, and it's a brother by the name of Keelan Battles on that bass. He playing live on that bass. We recorded that song in the oldest running studio in Texas by the name of January Studios. It's right over there in like Farmers Branch in the Dallas area.
Yeah, that's not far from here. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wow. And we didn't finish it, really. You know what I'm saying?
Really? That's unfinished.
Yeah, we didn't even finish it. We got to add some lead guitar. My son gonna do that part though. Here later.
Man.
Oh my, hold on. You ain't finished it?
Right. That sounds good.
That actually sounds amazing. Like
I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's a really good song. And it's more because that's the type of music I like. I like that laid back. I listen to rap and hip hop, but just to vibe out, like I like laid back, relax. You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna lie to you. It kind of reminds me of like some music that you play on like a Sunday. Some music that you play on like a Sunday, like at a cookout or something. Like Sunday cookout.
Yep, Sunday dinner. That's like family vibe. That's the music. It's a family vibe.
I envisioned it like going on a soundtrack for like a movie or something. You know what I mean? Like a soundtrack type.
It's coming.
Right.
It's coming. It's coming. It might be a movie that I produce because I'm trying to get my writing in my writing space.
Come on, Gemini.
You already know. You already know. So inshallah, my life is a movie, and I've been writing. So inshallah, we're going to turn it into some movies or some series. It's time.
Peace to the God.
It's time. So let me show him. Move your head for a second. I'm going to show him our picture back there. Oh. See our picture? You see me and my two sons?
Yeah.
Me and my baby. We were dressed in all white.
Powerful.
That was like a pop-up pic. We didn't even plan to take that pic, but that pic was taken. We were going through a very hard time in our life. Okay. And my son, he was like, let's wear all white today. We wore all white that day. And somebody was like, can I take a picture of y'all? You look really nice.
Wow.
We looked like we was moving in unison. And the lady who took the pic, I was like, this actually came out nice. Let me see if I could blow it up. So I blew it up. It's nice. And
your oldest son, he like 20? How old is he?
He's 20.
Yeah, you see how I do my homework? I know who you are. I get, you know what I'm saying? Much as I can.
Praise God, praise be to Allah. I appreciate that. You know what I love the most about you? I'm gonna keep it all the way real. I love how you praise your mom on everything, like every single day, every moment you get a chance. You spoil her, even though she's not here. The spirit of her is right with you. She's right next to you, and you probably look like her too, don't you?
Well, yeah, the older I get, they telling me, you know what I'm saying? Some people, like my wife, yeah, she'll say that I'm starting to look more like her now. Yes.
Yeah, I see that, and I love that. I feel like children, now, because we have a different type of vibe with these children now, but not enough of them mothers. My sons do me, they definitely praise me and give me all my flowers and things, but you don't see that enough. So I want to see more of that. So I respect and I appreciate you for doing that.
All praise be to Allah.
Yes, sir. All praise be to Allah, because the black woman is the mother of civilization.
Come on now. And
you know what?
You better act like you know it.
Act like you know her, because at the end of the day, let's keep it all the way real. Your first God that you ever knew.
Come on.
First God
you
ever knew.
Come on.
Mama. When you
provided what? Shelter, clothes, food. That sound like God, don't it?
On her breast, and she gave you nutrition. When you was a little itty bitty baby, this big, and you was scared and you didn't know, but you knew when you got close to that mother, you knew you were safe. You knew you was going to eat good. You knew she was going to take good care of you, stretch your limbs out and massage your head so you ain't had a big cone on the top. You knew mama had you. That was your first guide you ever knew was your mama, the black woman. So don't forget about her.
Come on now.
Okay.
That's peace. Yeah. Now that's peace.
And that's facts. That's facts. You got to definitely tap into that mama energy, especially when she's not around. Don't forget about her because she's not here.
Right.
I love that. That unk that you always have. I love that. I love to see you with that unk.
Yeah.
That I want you to break down the science of the unk.
Well, it's in its simplest form, this represents femininity and masculinity together. Yes, because we have to know that there is nothing without one or the other. They come together as it relates to creation. The energy of creation. You need both masculine and feminine energy. So the basis, just in its simplest form, is what this represents. The fallopian tubes, that womb of mother, that the most important part of our mother, that womb that cooked us, if you will. You see? And anything opposite of this that's not representing both masculine and feminine, and then the child, because that is a trinity. That is a holy trinity. You see? So the reasoning for this is that. Now, we're not going to make a whole, you see what I'm saying, chapter out of it right now, but in the simplest form, that's what this represents. My mother and the importance of my mother and her womb. Come on, Uzi.
Already know. Already know.
Big oops. Come on, show. Let you know what I'm saying? Let the people know where we coming from. You see?
The constant evolution of life.
Come on.
The constant evolution of life. In simple form. And any type of belief system that doesn't recognize the feminine principle is a recipe for what?
Destruction.
Destruction.
That's evil.
That's evil.
Why are you displacing my mother? Why are you taking my mother out of the equation?
Right. She had to carry me in her womb in order for me to be manifested into this universe, into this realm.
Come on now.
So you can't forget about the woman, especially the black woman.
Come on now. Reiterate on that fact.
You cannot forget about the womb man, the womb. And when I say womb, the man that carries the womb.
Come on.
Because how does life force come into the universe? We have to carry it for 9 months. No, we cannot even receive life force without the man. We can't do it. You know, some people like to talk about a time where women were asexual. Right. So, but then the time came where we needed the man, and the man came. God said, be, and it was. And then the man came not only for protection, but also to help us reprocreate, because we could no longer do that on our own. Come on now.
That's some good stuff. That's knowledge of self.
That's right. So I can't get pregnant by myself. No, sir. No.
Come on.
I have to carry. Once that baby is inside of my womb, it's going to take 9 months minimum before that baby is manifested into this realm.
Come on.
Don't forget about the feminine principle. And that's the feminine. I even keep one on my arm. I keep one close to me, right on my arm. And it's inside of a pyramid. Can't even really see it, but yeah, I love it.
Symbology.
Yeah.
That's all of ours. We got to know that. That belongs to the gods. Ye are gods. Act like you know it.
Act like you know. Your Bible said it. Your Quran said it. Your holy tablet said it. Ye are the gods.
Every piece of holy script you can get your hands or eyes on is going to tell you that you are God. But of course, there is holy instruction. There's guidance, and you got to know how to digest it, so you can not be walking around here like our big brother. Big up to our big brother. I call him Bishop. Young Khan the Don.
Now see, Khan on here,
you don't want to be around here like a chicken, because you know a chicken has limits. Eagle.
We eagles.
Huh?
We eagles.
An eagle flies way high.
Way high.
See, even that mother with her nest, that eagle's nest is way up there, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't want no other parts, but nothing but an eagle lifestyle.
That's it. Right. Peace to the God, brother Young Khan, the Don.
I call him Bishop. Look out.
Bishop. Why you
he could convince an Eskimo to buy a popsicle.
He can send water to a well.
The God go in.
He has no ending and no beginning.
Right on.
Praise be to Allah. Well, you chose the topic, the importance of knowledge of self. Explain to us why you chose that topic and why you feel that knowledge of self is so important.
I chose that topic because I consider myself a minister. And in my bio, you'll find that I'm letting you know that I'm a humanitarian and a minister of knowledge of self. I'm a church baby, you see. Kojic, holiness, to be specific, the denomination. Again, my mother transitioned at the young tender age of 53 of cancer. She was saved, sanctified, filled with the precious Holy Ghost, and that with fire. That's how she would, you see, introduce herself to her fellow Christians. You see? So with that being said, I found that it was something deeper. It was something way deeper than this. See, just her being saved didn't save her, you see, from disobeying the laws of the land. So knowledge of self, just in a short, knowledge of self, it called me because your brother is a critical thinker. And with my critical thinking abilities, I said, okay, God, it's something deeper than just, you see, the religious affiliation. That's obvious. I'm having ancestors, you see, that transition that will tell you that they saved, they're sanctified, they're filled with the precious Holy Ghost, and that with fire. And they live a poverty-stricken life, a lot of them. This is no disrespect to my ancestors or my mother. It's my passion. You see, I'm trying to get to the nitty-gritty. That's knowledge of self. Because knowledge of self allows one to see the symbology in Jesus, Muhammad, Ra, Allah, God, Jah, Yahweh, the Most High God. You see? The universal God.
What's his name?
See,
What's his name?
Talk to me.
Yakub. Know what that is?
Yakub. The big ass scientist?
Yeah.
Yeah. Him too. You see? And we have to know the symbology of it all, or else we'll be living like a chicken, like my good brother Bishop say, Young Khan the Don. See, a chicken has limits. And that's the whole you remember the most honorable Elijah Muhammad said this, to study the white man because he's a what? An evil genius.
Talk heavy.
Huh? So with him being an evil genius, that's where knowledge of self come into play. Because knowledge of self will allow one to come into the realization that ye are gods. Like seriously. Not chickens. But you have the ability to fly and soar like an eagle. You have the ability to seek and devour, any form of competition just like a lion.
But first,
talk to me.
Knowledge of self will show and prove to you that you have to conquer self first.
Come on.
Before you can conquer any goal or any dream. If you don't know who you are, black man, if knowledge of self on the menu, you ain't going far because they're going to tell you who you are. And then you're going to keep tripping. You're going to keep tripping over your own feet because you're going to realize that ain't it. They was wrong. So you got to get that for yourself. You got to learn the same way the white man studied, the same way that system studied us, we have to study ourselves. They know more about our story than we know. We know his story, but we don't know our story. And his story ain't your story, I promise you. It is not yours.
Come on.
Right?
It's time.
Wearing,
it's time.
You see me wearing for example, I either wear 6 rubies on my head or I'll wear 3. Now, because my brother has knowledge of self, I'm gonna let you explain why, brother.
You wear 3 or 6, you said?
Yes.
So the 3 by itself is only representing let's say this, the masculine, the feminine, plus the child.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. 100%.
The 6 is including another trinity, masculine, feminine, and child.
It can. But also,
along with these 6 chakra centers that they are directly connected to.
Mm-hmm. But let me tell you, let me go. 6.
That's what we got.
2, 3, 4, 5,
6, 6, 6.
There you go.
Teach.
6, 6.
You teach it. You teach on it, baby. Teach it what mommy teach you.
Uzi. And what is 666 representing, Uzi?
6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons.
Talk heavy, King.
Why you think they teach us 666 evil, 666 the devil, 666 66?
Teachers.
You see?
Teachers.
Why are we taught that 666 is bad and that we should not participate in the study of 666? Tell them why.
Because they don't want you to know knowledge of self.
They don't want you to know that the 6 protons, the 6 neutrons, and the 6 electrons are the same DNA that what is made up of?
That the original man and the original woman.
And what else? And what else? What else? What else in creation? What is that?
Nature.
Sunflower. The sun. The sun is also made up of what?
666.
The plants.
666.
Okay. Everything in creation, the moon, the stars, the galaxy, everything in creation was made up of that 6 neutrons, 6 protons, and 6 electrons. So I represent 6 as above, so below. And that's who we are. At the end, I mean, you can go. Don't take our word for it. Don't take YBG's word for it. Don't take Brother Second Son's word for it. Please do not take Desire's word for it.
I don't know nothing. You think we're crazy?
Look it up. Do your own research. Do your own study.
I'm not even gonna do your research.
The Bible says to study to show thyself approved.
Come on. Period. And then that's how it resonates when you get it for yourself.
Yes.
Man does not know by being told alone. You got to go study.
You got to experience it. And at the end of the day, if you are in this black skin, you experiencing the 666 every single day.
Right. And these elements, these are elements of the universe, you see, and there you can find them on your element, your periodic element chart.
Yes.
As above, so below. You see, and we need all the tools that we can use. That's why this is important. That's why knowledge of self is important. That's why lining yourself up. You see what I'm saying? Getting aligned with your chakras and all of that is important because it's a lifestyle that attracts a lifestyle. Absolutely. You see, your discernment levels get to turn up. You're able to see through the evil that the most Honorable Elijah Muhammad was speaking about, because it's an energy, and we need in 2021 for sure to have the ability to see through it, so you won't be tricked and bamboozled on this emotional roller coaster. You see, because
we come too far to be falling for the same old. And you know what's so crazy? The don't even have no new tricks for us.
Come on.
Same old rehash tricks that we keep falling for time and time again. Time and time again. We're not even going to listen, man. When it comes to this thing they trying to
right, the bang bang.
The bang bang. They've been bang banging us up.
Come on. Come on.
They've been doing that.
You see what I'm saying?
They've been dropping bombs over Baghdad.
Yes. Yes. And that again is important. Knowledge itself is important because we are able to see through it.
Absolutely.
That's the key. So you can go ahead and go about your godly business.
That's it. And knowledge itself will also show you that when you start to line up your chakras and you begin to meditate and you begin to pray and trust in the God that you serve, you begin to heal. Now, when you start aligning your chakras up with the sun and the universe, your mind starts to change. You don't want to eat the same junk that your ancestors was eating. You don't want no pork. You don't want no GMO because you know that that is not healthy and healing to who you are as an individual. You're healing from the inside out. So you have to be very careful what you're allowing on the inside because if it's pork, that pig coming out.
Teach.
You ain't got nothing. It's like you don't got nothing yourself. You just a puppet. You have all the money in the world, but you have not yourself. What you got?
You a puppet.
Just a puppet.
You a puppet because you see it even on TV. A lot of our sisters and brothers are filthy rich. They rolling in it, but they lack that knowledge of self because they're still allowing the enemies to poison their mind and say, hey, when you rap, you better talk about a mother effer. You better talk about how you shot another brother, another black man. You better talk about how you sold that dope in your hood. Now, when you have knowledge of self, you don't even desire. Oh, pun intended, because that's my name. But you don't desire to even associate with that type of mindset. Your music is more related to instruments and the band and lyrics that matter, lyrics that touch the soul.
See, now you're going into post-traumatic slave disorder, Dr. George DeGrow.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The ISIS papers, etc.
I'm telling you, we was just reading the Black Power Dictionary, and post-traumatic, they have a word for it. It's called cognitive dissonance.
Yeah.
Cognitive dissonance.
Dissonance.
Dissonance. Yeah, I can't. There you go.
Yes.
And a lot of us don't even know that we have that.
Yes.
And I can write the definition for you. How do you say it? Say it for me.
Cognitive dissonance.
Cognitive dissonance. When beliefs are contradicted by new information, a mental conflict occurs. The brain's alarms go off when a person feels threatened on a deeply personal and emotional level, causing them to shut down and disregard any rational evidence that contradicts what they previously regarded as truth. I know this to be true because when the ancestors first woke me up, I was 11. When they first woke me up, I was 11. First time I ever seen a mothership in the sky, I was 11. Mm-hmm. Now that I'm older, I realized that the motherships were there letting me know that we got you, we here. We see you.
Brother second son. Your skin is gold right now. You know that, right?
You're glowing.
Your skin is gold. Your skin is literally gold. You know that, right?
You definitely glowing. Your skin is just you're vibrating real high.
I am so grateful. I am
and what
so
you
grateful.
What you got in your cup?
Well, I had a smoothie earlier, and how I do my smoothie is when I'm finished with my smoothie, I pour my water in it and I shake it up so I can get all of that in there and drink. So that's what I'm just spring water and the residue of my smoothie.
That's awesome. We had a smoothie earlier. It was collard greens, mustard greens, kale, ginger. What else? Walnuts.
Yeah.
Purple sea moss.
Yeah.
Chia seeds.
And
rice milk.
Rice milk.
I you know what? I'm such a dude sometimes. I be doing this all day.
God body. God body.
Such a dude sometimes.
She really be such a dude sometimes. I don't know.
That's all right. That's all right. That's what we're here for. We got you.
I got sons. I ain't got no daughters. I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
happy talking around here around these boys. You feel me?
Yeah. See, and when I see this picture right here, you see what I'm saying? It's impossible for me to not think about me and my mother and our relationship because we had one of the relationships where we could talk for hours. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's a really good. I like that. This is a really good image here. You see?
Thank you.
YBG in the building.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna forever be in behind YBG. Forever.
Yeah, and you have to let your viewers know that we've been having some.
Oh yeah. So we've been having some technical
difficulties.
Come on, man. Come on, brain. What's up with you?
Take it off.
Sometimes I be having to talk to my brain like, but you can't just down me like that, bro. What's up?
Take it off.
It ain't died. It just had a moment. But yeah.
Yeah.
Say it for the viewers so they can hear us.
So yes, I've been having some technical difficulties with my website. You know,
but we'll rectify it. We just need y'all to work with us.
Just work with us.
We'll get it together. Yeah, we having some issues with the company that we have our website through. And I've been on the phone with these people all day, yesterday as well. So we're gonna fix it. We're gonna get it right. So we want y'all to be patient. We know that you guys want to go ahead and order some of YBG gear, and we're gonna fix the issue so that you can place your orders without problem, without any issues. Okay. So as I was saying, I first came into consciousness at the age of 11.
Right.
And I had nobody around me. When I started to ask questions, like, you know, where did the sun come from? What is the sun made of? Why does my body feel better when I go into the sun? Why does my body feel better when I eat watermelons or when I eat fruit versus when I eat meat? Right? I hated liver. To this day, I still hate liver. And I didn't want to eat it. And my grandmother used to make me eat it.
Liver? Ew.
My sons will never ever tasted liver.
Liver?
Never.
Terrible.
And I hated it. And I kept saying, why you make me eat cooked blood? Because that's what it looked like. And I used to get tore up for that.
Oh, do.
Cooked blood. Right? Yep. You eat cooked blood. I ain't trying to eat that. And then you put onions on it. That ain't making it no better. The onions made it even worse. You know, so I used to get in a lot of trouble because I had a lot of different questions that just went unanswered for 11-year-old. And they're like, oh, you talk too much and you're too grown and you're too mannish and you're too this. And I wasn't being too anything. I was just an inquisitive 11-year-old. Right. And I had all these different questions and no one there to guide me. So I quickly went back to sleep because I said, well, if I start talking like this again, I'm going to get my behind beat. So, you know, I quickly went back to sleep. I woke up again at the age of 17. And that's when I first started listening to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. And somewhere around my age 17 and 18, he had a Million Youth March. And I started dressing in all black and black nails and toes and lipstick and eyeliner and big baggy. You remember the big cross-color jeans?
Yes.
I used to wear those with the Aston Martin boots with the chain on, with the chain going like this on the side of my waist, and and I used to wrap that black scarf, and then the only thing that had color that I carried was a red, black, and green flag.
Uh-oh.
And I was waiting for a cop to say something. Say something. And when Minister Louis Farrakhan had that Million Youth March, I had definitely had a level of respect for that man, because I'm like, he's the only one who cares about us. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right on.
Showed that he really loved and cared about the Black youth, and he made a lot of sense when he spoke. And the fact that he had us all come together like that, and I mean, we had Bloods and Crips marching together. We had the Latin Kings and the Tainas. Everybody was together in Harlem. This is Harlem. And it was great. You feel me? It was just dope. Like, so that's when I woke up again. And now I'm coming around family now. my bloodline, and I'm talking about certain things. Like, oh, you about to go crazy, girl. You better stop talking like that. You're gonna go crazy. You're gonna drive yourself crazy. And I'm like, I mean, it feels good when I talk about it. Let's talk. You know? And so I got tired of being called crazy, so I kind of left my family alone for a while and decided to find my own way. Got into a relationship. The man I chose was not on that either, and he didn't understand. So I fell back to sleep again. Right?
I got you.
Yeah, and I suppressed it. I just really not really fell asleep, but you just suppress it. You just kind of like make it wait. I couldn't watch a movie because I'm overanalyzing everything, and it's just like Gemini. I'm like, come on, I can't watch nothing with you because you always do that. So I'm like, all right, let me stop doing it.
and then you pick back up at what age? Like just all in?
2014. I'm gonna tell you what happened. I was in a relationship with a brother that I really, really loved. We was together for 3 years, and he made me choose. And I said, well, bye, because I'm not going back to sleep again. This ain't gonna happen again. Wow. I'm grown. I'm in my mid 30s at this time, early 30s, something like that. I mean, I'm not gonna want to tell my age, because black don't crack. You feel me? Look at
it. It's all good. Right on.
You feel me? And we was together for a while. Huh?
I said, yeah, right on.
Mid 36 years ago.
Anyway, I didn't want to do it. I was like, I'm not about to go back to sleep. Like, if you don't, because I had went and got this tattoo, and he was like, that's the dumbest tattoo I have ever seen. Dumbest? Why would you go put that on your arm? And I'm like, then I went and got a tat right here. Well, yeah, I went and got this. Can y'all see that? I went and got that tatted. It says Empress Neferu Kaya. Right. And he was just like, oh, you putting all this stupid stuff on you. Da, 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 da. Anyway, we split. But what happened was Mike Brown was killed. Rest in peace to Mike Brown. Rest in peace to all the fallen soldiers, those who have been brutally murdered by the hands of horrible people. He was killed. And when Mike Brown was killed, I felt like his blood woke me all the way up, and it was no going back, and I refused to go back. And I felt so connected to him. I felt like I never met him a day in my life. I never heard his name before that happened, but when he got killed, I cried so bad. I cried for a good 2-3 days. And it's crazy because I think Ron Martin was just killed before that, but his death did something to me. His murder did something to me. And I was ready to book a ticket, book a flight, and go out to Ferguson. And my children, I didn't want my children to go. And they were like, Mom, you ain't going. Like, if we can't go, you ain't going. So you back? Yeah, he back.
All right.
So that's when it started. And then I started to go into these dreams. Like, I never sleep on my back. And I was falling asleep on my back like every night for 7 days straight. Falling asleep on my back, waking up on my back, just like this, like a mummy in the casket or something, just like this. I wake up, my hands are right here, and I wake up, open my eyes, and I'm awake. I'll go to sleep just like that. But in these dreams, I was astral projecting. I was meeting with the ancestors. The mothership came to get me. Yeah. And praise be to Allah. And a lot of people don't talk about that in one of my books. But yeah. I started having these spiritual encounters and these experiences that even to talk about it, and I try to talk about it to regular people, right? And they be like, "You crazy girl, you about to be in a G building." Right.
Unfortunately, but it's all good.
Right. So that was it for me, and it was just like there was no. Then I later learned that the reason why I was falling asleep on my back because they was creating a sort of a pyramid between my ears, my nose, and my mouth. Something like this, right? To communicate with me.
Okay.
So
yeah, because see, I learned that, like, seriously, few are chosen.
Many are called.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just few of us. So, and I said us, I'm including myself.
Yes, sir.
That's chosen to like really get the symbology of all of this. And not get caught up in ego. Yes, you see? And attached to titles and you know what I mean? I'm this and that, etc. Now, of course, as it relates to knowledge of self, culture is embedded in there. So we you know what I mean, of course, we need to know what's not weird, like these people that we have, you and I both encountered, from our upbringing. They're looking at life from the eyes of a chicken.
Talk heavy.
You see? Because they have been conditioned to be a chicken. And of course, I can't stray away from that concept because I love that. I feel like that's an easy concept to get. Because we can go even as far as you ain't heard nobody say at the family gathering, hey, did mama make that eagle spaghetti?
Chicken soup. Chicken
soup. Is the eagle soup ready? See, we don't even eat an eagle, but them chickens is what? Packed up in that goddamn truck. Some of them feathers they can't even do nothing. Huh? So do you want to live like a chicken, you see, or fly like an eagle, man? Hey, listen, man, that's a simple concept for me. But again, it takes a thorough knowledge of self to know that the mothership is there for your assistance.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's showing you the way.
It is, and like, oh, I'm sorry, baby, go ahead.
So like I always think about this, like, it's like, what, like, man, like, what else, what other lies are they telling us? It's like, I be thinking like, yo, what if, like, you ever heard of the Anunnakis?
Yes.
Right, and I'm just thinking, like, what if them aliens they talking about could be them Anunnakis up there? You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm like, what if they like they could be lying about these aliens, be like, oh yeah, just tell them that they just aliens.
Yeah, because they don't know,
and ugly.
Oh yeah, they paint them bad.
Yes.
They paint them bad.
Yeah, demonize everything. That originally is what we would say holy. Even the snake. The snake is demonized on a level to where, you see what I'm saying? You don't even. Oh man, come on now. Kundalini and all that, man. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? We need all of that energy, but
Yeah, the snake is evil, and the snake, oh man, it's just crazy. When it comes to the snake, for a lot of us who don't know, the snake just really represents your pineal gland. The snake represents your spine, your healing. They just stole everything, and the only time they use the snake for anything that's worth us thinking about is when you see it in that medical form.
Caduceus, yes.
There you go. Right. So study the snake. I got some snake earrings. I love them. And I wear them too. I love my snake earrings.
The pineal gland. This is the pineal gland right here, right?
It's behind there.
It's behind there.
That's the third eye. You touching the third eye area. What Jesus represents, what Muhammad represents, that third eye. That's the representation of Jesus and Muhammad.
Yeah, or really like, it's like what is it, the left side?
Or is it like
you gotta look it up.
Like right here. Like right here.
Look, here you go.
Hey, that's it. Study. You know what I mean? Live. So we can be right and exact.
That's right. Where in the brain is the pineal?
And we got to know that brain has the ability to store 2,000 years worth of MP3 music. That's powerful. That's powerful.
Coach. Okay, that's Coach.
There go Coach. Right on. That's good. He sat with us a good time.
Yeah, he did, because it's 6 o'clock.
With Uncle Son. We're gonna get to him. The gentle giant. He has basketball practice.
Yeah, he's got basketball practice.
All right.
What'd he say?
All right. I'll be out there.
He's
The irony, the irony of it all. He has basketball practice, and that's my game.
Yeah. You see how
Yeah.
tall this kid is? This kid's about 5', 6'4". He's
You remember I told you before in one of them comments, I said, man, that's a big guy. That's a man child.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Okay, peace, Uzi, baby. Hey, Uncle Son gonna holler at you later, man.
All right.
Hold it up.
So the pineal gland is located, before you go, the pineal gland is located deep in the brain in an area called the epithalamus.
Yeah.
Where the two halves of the brain join. In humans, this is situated in the middle of the brain, and it sits in a groove above the thalamus,
Yes.
which is an area that coordinates a variety of functions related to our senses. This is true. And I'm gonna tell you how true it is, right? Once I was able to bring myself into full knowledge, or once I accepted it, once I just stopped being in denial. Love you. Make sure you lock the door. Okay. I'll see you later.
He don't need his basketball?
That is not a real
oh, that's a big okay.
basketball. Bring it over here real quick.
Yeah, that's like okay. That's like a pillow or something. Oh yeah. My bad. Nah, he don't need that one. He don't need that one.
That thing is huge. We went to the fair and he was playing this game and he won it. He won that thing.
Got it. Right on.
Yeah, he was shooting at this game.
Yeah.
I love you. And so when I accepted it, when I accepted the task, I started to see people, like see them. You know what I'm saying? Like for who they were. Before they opened their mouth, before they even got close up on me, I'd be like, that energy right there, that ain't, stay back. You know, stand back. I started to see them. And it wasn't always pretty. And it would be people in my family too. And it was just the ancestors' way of letting me know, like, stay away from that energy, stay away from that energy. Okay, go closer to that energy, but stay away from that energy. So I love it. I love the senses are very heightened when you accept the task of the awakening. Come
on. That's awesome. You see what I'm saying? Then you start going into the mother of civilization conversation. It's powers that you got within you that, you know, ain't no cap. But the representation of mankind ain't got nothing on you when it comes to this level what we talking about. You're able to discern and see clean through a nigga.
Straight through him. Straight through him. Oh, yeah. And
that's what it's all designed for. But going back to cognitive dissonance.
Yes.
You see, that mean that the mind, that thalamus and that pineal and all that has been conditioned or just been put to sleep. Let's say that.
Yeah. Put to sleep. Literally put to sleep. Because it's an awakening. When you come into it, when the pineal gland is open, it's an awakening. It's like an aha moment. Like it's like an aha moment or oh snap or why. Like when you start to realize and see certain things, you're like, well, why? Like, why was it so important for you to cover that up from me? Why you lie? Why you lie? And it's so crazy because once you come into that realization, family, it's just obvious. It's just like boom. Like how I missed that.
Right. Yes.
They put it to sleep. So you got to wake it up. So what advice could you give a young man or a young woman who desires to wake up their pineal gland, their third eye?
Turn the mainstream TV off. In any type of mainstream programs that you watch and turn them, you got to turn them out. You got to actually like seriously, physically unplug from the matrix. That's first off right there. You have to do that. You have to identify a low vibrational or bad habit that you have, and you got to work on getting rid of it. That's where you start, because you have to make room within your spirit, man. You see, to open up these channels of a higher vibration, so you can get, you see, the signal. Like you trying to put that radio dial on your favorite radio station. See, you got to dial up, and that's with a lifestyle. So you're gonna have to unplug. You have to from a lot of things. Like for a male, for an example. So you know we spend a lot of time during football season, professional football season,
on TV.
from Thursday all the way to Sunday. We dealing with, you see what I'm saying? We as a diehard fan, we have to show up with our regalia on and huff and puff our chest because my team is doing this and my team is doing that, and not one of us is collecting a diehard fan check.
Talk heavy.
You see how this working? When the children is missing daddy and baby missing daddy too, because from Thursday to Sunday, I work. I'm going to I gotta watch the game. You see? And my son, see, I figured it out. My son, when I transitioned, he can't cash in on no second son was a diehard Green Bay Packer fan. So his son is here to collect his diehard fan residual, generational wealth check. Hell no, he not finna get none of that. Mm-hmm. You see? While we've spent a lot of time, energy, and finances, you see that? So I'm saying, first off, we got to unplug from that attitude right there. I'm talking to the men specifically. If I'm talking to a young male about old enough, you see what I'm saying, to be Uzi age, or your oldest son, all the way to goddamn on 35. Yep. You know what I mean? Really my age too, all the way up to 44, 45. I'm talking to the brothers. Like you got to prioritize. We ain't got that much time on the earth planet to be putting our pom-poms on for something that ain't gonna return no generational wealth residual.
Right.
It don't make godly sense. You see? Oh. So that'll be the first step. Unplug from that Hollywood mainstream, come vicariously live through somebody else type program.
Unplug.
Be yourself. Ye are gods. Be yourself.
Right, because that television ain't gonna do nothing but tell lies to your vision.
Come on now.
And that's why it's called a tell lie vision, right? And all they got is a bunch of camera tricks.
Come on.
To trick you into believing what you're seeing is real.
Come on.
Right? Because all I see on TV is my brother being depicted as a gangster, a drug dealer, an inmate in jail. He's a woman beater, a pimp, a thug, a homosexual. I don't see too many black doctors and teachers and scholars and carpenters, and I don't see too many family men. And if you do see a black family man on the tell lie vision, they not with a white woman, they not with a black woman. So why? And that's what you have to ask yourself. If you want to truly open up your third eye, you have to see things for what they are, not what they could be, but what they really are. And then understand that your pineal gland is fast asleep and you need to awaken it. It's a must.
Man, heal thyself. Yeah, it's on you. Heal thyself. And see, and we have to be careful also, sis, with like when we're talking about Hollywood, these rituals, because they have the ability. See, this is a big machine. So they have the ability to throw these images that you're speaking of right in your face. And if you're going to invite them in on your smartphone, you see, is you going to be smart or you're going to be dumb? See, which one is it? You see?
We know that they're being invited in because you can go and see. And most of our black families, we got white family members that they're mixed in.
That's right.
You just accepted what you saw on the TV as that's what it is, because that's what they're showing me it should be.
That's right.
I'm not knocking because I got some in my family too, but I say
we all do.
You know what? Black people are for black people. White people. Do you rarely see Chinese people messing with anybody that's not Chinese?
Listen, sis, I've been saying for probably over half my life, and I mean this. There's one thing that I agree with the KKK on. And that is y'all stay with yours. Hell, I got mine. I'm fine with that. I'm not one of them that's trying to get you to invite me to the KKK organizational shebang. Go on, do your thing. Because I love me and mine.
Yeah. You want to be roasted if you go to a meeting. You're gonna be the steak and eggs.
Unapologetically, you know what I mean? Like you say, you know what I mean? We all got mulatto or mixed, you know what I mean? Kinfolk, yada yada, whatever. Your brother is married to you know, Caucasian woman, vice versa, your sister, yada yada. But still, I'm entitled to how I feel, and you know, that's just what it is. But then that's not to say that I hate them, because I don't. It's the systematic way of the oppression that has been, you see, implemented on my people that I get irritated about, because the cognitive dissonance, I have one thinking that, watch this, sis, they can convince the enemy to take their foot off our neck. You don't go ask the enemy to do nothing like that. That don't make, you see, holistic sense to ask your enemy, hey man, no, stop beating me up, man. Hold on, no. So you full court pressing. No, you can't do that the whole game. You know what I mean? Back, half court, man to man. You can't, this ain't how this works.
Oh, it's gonna work. It's been working out for them just fine.
Ooh, with consent of the governed. I'm glad you said that.
And consent. And we're giving them consent as well. Let's talk about it. How are we giving them consent?
We giving them consent first off because we know that the ISD is watered down as it relates to real time, real life education.
Right.
The ISD program is watered down. It's created and designed to feed the chicken. You see? Not the eagle. And we, as a people, we want either take our babies out and do something different or add to the curriculum at home. Because you remember I said my brothers, during football season, my brothers at the game, they with the boys at the game from Thursday to Sunday. So he ain't teaching the babies nothing. He just telling them, I work. You see your iPad? I bought that. You got them Jordans, don't you? You see? Yeah. So that's what we're working with. So that's giving consent, because you sending your babies to be tortured.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Like I'm saying, unless we are giving them a holistic curriculum at home to add to that what they're getting in the ISD. Now, if you just giving them the ISD and the ISD alone, you are a child abuser. You adding to the problem.
I say take it one step further. Take them up out of the ISD system. Take them up.
Thank you. I mean, you know, that's really what I would rather us do. But I know my people, man, it's, you know, it's about the discipline part of it. You know what I mean? A lot of us want to tell the baby, did you ask your teacher? I don't know. Go ask your teacher. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Ask your teacher. The first teacher that you have, the first teacher that our children have is us. We teach our children how to walk. We teach our children how to talk. We teach our children how to potty train, how to brush their teeth, wash their face, put on their pajamas, tie their shoelace. So why not keep going? Teach your children, because at the end of the day, all they really need is they have to take the state exam. So they need that math, that science, and their fake history in order to get through their system. Teach them, and I tell my children all the time, you got to get that history, you got to get the fake story first so that you can pass in the system, because we don't have our own school systems where we can, you know, and once you do that, you ain't even got it. You know, they got 13 and 14-year-olds graduating from high school.
Right.
Because you're just taking a test.
Yes.
You know, math, science, fake studies, and then you can teach them the real studies. Yes.
And in real time, you know, I have to add to this, in real time, like I always say, the best example that I've seen in my lifetime is with the Nation of Islam. You know what I mean? And that's just, you know, what it is. The people can do.
It's important to me to come into the Nation of Islam.
Right on.
For my children. We're still processing. We haven't gotten our membership yet, but we're still in the processing phase. But it was very important for me. I'm not trying to put it on anybody else. I'm saying for me. Another part of it is once I started to come into this knowledge of self, I wanted to make sure that it wasn't my ego that was putting that out there. Gotcha. Right? So we cover. We covered.
Me too. Me too. Yeah.
Right. Because I don't want to be out here like, you know, showing off everything and you think, nope, it ain't me. So when I got this on, you can't even see it. You feel me? So now you can get the message, you can get the vibe.
Yes. Right on. A virtuous woman.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And we got to know that, you know, there's a responsibility with parenthood. We got to know that, like, there's a reward in parenting. And of course, because of the post-traumatic slave disorder,
yes,
we've went through generations of where, you know, parenting was looked at like a burden. Like, you're going to get up out of here. I can't wait till you get, you know what I'm saying? You turn 18. Now you about to, you see what I'm saying? And we haven't realized that that's child abuse because the brain doesn't fully develop until the age of 25. So,
yeah.
you know what I mean, it's on the parent to assist in the nurturing and the development of that brain, man. Like the self-esteem, etc. that child leaves the nest with. That's on us, not the TV.
That's it. And I like what you said. You said if you are a parent, just sending your child to their school to be educated and not teaching them their history, you are participating in child abuse.
Absolutely.
Praise be to Allah. I'm going to definitely quote you on
Do
that. I like another one that you said too. You said, I agree with the KKK on one thing. Yes. Say that again, brother. What was the one?
I do. And again, I'm going to say I've been saying this for over half my life. And again, I mean it.
Yes.
There's one thing that I've always agreed with the KKK on, and that is they stay with theirs and breed with theirs, and we do the same with ours. I don't have no problem with that. I'm fine with that.
Me either.
You see, I'm not in the business of begging somebody to be my friend.
Yeah. And I think for me it's really hard because most people of the other race that I encounter, they're either going to be straight up who they are with me, and I respect that.
Yes.
Straight up who you are with me, I respect that. Cool. Or yes. They're going to be fake. You know, they're going to be fake.
Right.
And then when you're fake, it's just like I'm just like I'm gonna not pay you no mind. Just be you. I respect it when you just being yourself. I know you don't like me. I know that.
Yes. Read through it and go on. That's
it. Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then you got the ones that go too hard and they're like, yeah, girl, sister girl.
Yeah. Just I get that. Yeah, just overly wanna be black.
Yeah, and it's okay. And this is why I try to express to my young people, everybody want to be you, baby.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the melanin, it's the melanin, man. It's the melanin, you know, it's the carbon. You know what I mean? It's the 666.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the God body. You know what I mean? We civilize the world. That's just what it is. And we have to instill this history or our story into the babies.
It's a must.
So they won't be left behind. You understand? A child left behind. Yeah, that's serious business when you ain't instilling the God body curriculum into the child. Like, ye are gods.
Yeah, you don't want them to be chickens.
You know what I mean? And get ate up. You feel me?
Okay. You want them to soar like eagles. So what would you say to a brother or sister who feel like they have awoken, right? They have come into that realization. How do they maintain that? How can they stay awoke and true to themselves?
Oh man. I guess that's kind of easy. You have to separate yourself and find it your business to separate yourself, because the energy that you need around you is coming when you separate yourself from that energy that you find not to be productive. You see? And again, that's going back into your TV programming, what you watching, what you listening to, etc. Because these vibrations are vibrating at an all-time rate, 24/7.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? the vibrations of poverty, the vibrations of loser, the vibrations of winner, etc. And all the adjectives you can add to winner or loser is cooked up. You have to create your aura. Yeah. You see? And your aura is your spirit man and what frequency your spirit man is emitting. So the law of attraction, you see, you can find you. For an example, for myself, I, like you, it was 2014, April, about mid-April of 2014, when I consciously made it my business to stop three things, cut out three things. Mm-hmm. That's alcohol, that's porn, and that's cigarette and black and mild smoke.
Praise be to Allah.
7 years, going on 7 years now. To make a long story short, 2016, 2 years later, I cut out the meat. See how that's working? Absolutely. Because I made the conscious effort to what did the scripture say? David say, I die daily. That mean I'm conquering something. Yeah. You see? Yeah. And I'm also, as I'm conquering, I'm planting seeds. Yes. You see? Mm-hmm. And they're growing. So again, 2 years later, after cutting out alcohol, porn, no cigarette and black and mild smoke. You see, here come the consciousness of, oh, the meat. Yeah, I can turn up even more if I cut out this dead flesh, because my studies is taking me here. Mm-hmm. So the moral of the story is I'm not directing myself. The spirit man, my spirit man is directing me, because my queen all along, she buying books. Amazon is delivering books to the house the whole time. I ain't ordered nothing. She's a hell of an orderer. You hear me? And the queen is steady. You know what I mean? Book. Listen, behold the pale horse, etc. is showing up at my doorstep.
Praise be to Allah.
Praise be to Allah for the queen. You understand me, of 27 years and counting. You understand?
Is she right next to you?
And three, no, she's not. And three of my babies. You understand me? You see? So with that being said, you see what I'm saying? I'm starting to vibrate higher, if you will. So that's the whole more. And then I've attracted a brother by the name of Barleen. And then I've attracted a brother by the name of Brother BNX through social media. I hadn't met Brother BNX in person yet, but Barleen is one that I met online. We started talking online. You see what I'm saying? And then I'm saying it because I'm creating relationships. They both Geminis. My mom is a Gemini. You see how God works?
When's your mom's birthday?
My mom's birthday was yesterday on the 9th.
No, happy heavenly birthday, Mom. Happy heavenly holiday.
Absolutely. You see what I'm saying? So I'm, those conscious efforts that we take to get right, God gonna see about you. He gonna, you know what I mean? Things is gonna line up. You gotta be patient, but they gonna line up, man. And now I'm here today talking to my sister, Desire, and that's Desire with a Z. That baby said, don't play with me. You see what I'm saying? And Big Uzi. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? A mother and son podcast. You can't make none of this up.
Nope.
You see, just like you said earlier, you've observed the passion I have for my mother online, just online. You see what I'm saying? You ain't even met me in person to get, you know what I mean, in depth. You feel me? So I'm just saying, like, that's how your spirit man work, man. It's coming, whatever you need, but you have to make the conscious effort to cut out unnecessary weight.
Absolutely. So if you are conscious and you want to, if you are awakened and conscious and you want to remain that way and you want to grow in that, one, love yourself. How do you begin to love the self-love process? Read books and study your true story. That's number one. Once you get that information in you, there's no turning back. Now you're going to start realizing that, hold on. So I've been putting this junk in my body. That's why I've been sleeping. All right, that's another reason. Okay, so I've been watching the idiot box too long. That's why I've been sleeping. All right, that's another thing. Okay, I've been inhaling too much smoke that ain't sage or mugwort or frankincense and myrrh. That's another one. Right. So it starts to unravel and unfold. And another thing too, brothers, and I'm gonna say this because we spoke about my brother's second son's wife. Your wife is a queen. Your wife is an empress. And she is a force to be reckoned with. And I love her, and I never even seen her face, but I want her to know that I love her and I respect her so much because she started ordering those books.
Man.
And one thing that that Brother Malcolm X taught us is that a man's consciousness is raised to the level of the women that are around him.
Come on now. Come on now.
So if you a brother that's always, mother F this and nigga digga and BBB, then you might need to get some high vibrational queens around you.
And attracted, yes, thank you for saying that, because you, again, when you heavily indulging in hardcore porn, soft porn, etc., you attract that.
Yeah.
See? So you of course, you're not trying to wife the you know what I'm saying? That's just the truth of the matter. A lot of y'all, you know what I'm saying? If y'all gonna tell your story to the truth, you ain't going to the strip club to find your wife.
No, you trying to satisfy your loins.
You see? That's important. Right. That's important to discipline yourself, brother. You understand me? So you can see when we go into the whole semen retention conversation, it's power and all that, but you got to be in the right frame of mind, though. You see, just because you refraining, but you still in pornographic social sites, and you still looking at that defeats the purpose of semen retention. You see, because the whole purpose is to raise your vibrations to a higher level. And you said something then, sis, when you talking about that woman, man. Cause listen, I'm on the record for saying, I couldn't do it without a woman. I'm one of them. I wasn't born to be single. And I'm not capping on nobody. You know what I mean? But I know that that my woman has allowed me, you see, to be able to attract, you see, help. That's all I gotta say.
You got a powerful queen. You got a queen.
All praise.
She playing chess all day long. She ain't playing checkers.
Listen, I'm talking about slick with it, sis. She been ordering me books till I caught on. I caught on after a while. I said, this girl, she been ordering me books for probably about a good 15 years before they just caught on. And one of the first books that she bought me that really, I'm gonna say, pushed me into starting to go toward knowledge of self was a book by the title of Emotions by Bishop T.D. Jakes. And he's a Gemini. His born day was yesterday. What? See how that work? I can't, you know what I mean? I can't make this up. Emotions. She bought me that book, man. Probably, yeah, you have to check when it was published, because she got it when it was brand new. I want to say maybe like 80-ish, 08-ish maybe or something. But that book allowed me to go into my daddy conversation, the abandonment, you see, of my father. It allowed me to deal with those emotions, you see, because that's a lot of what the book is about, emotions. Because we, as men, we bottle up our emotions on this old conditioned way of responding to life by, man, don't cry, man, don't, you know what I mean, man, stop crying, stick your chest out. You know what I mean? You done broke your whole goddamn ankle. They telling you walk. You all right. You a man. Your ankle ain't, you know what I mean? It ain't all the way broke. You a man. That's what you see, never get to deal with emotions. And you see, all of that is bottled up energy as it relates to Kundalini is stuck, is stagnant. It cannot rise to the top like it was designed to do, so you can deal with a higher vibration of thoughts. Yes. You see? Come on now.
Yes, come through. Man, brother, this is literally the longest podcast I've had. We've been on for 1 hour and 25 minutes, and I feel like we have so much more to go.
Okay, well, we'll just, repeat whenever you know what I'm saying, want your brother to come in, just hit me and I'll come in and we'll do it like that forever.
I appreciate you. And I'm gonna pop up on you one of these old days, and we're gonna do it right there, front and center.
Right on. Yeah. I'm gonna hold you to that.
All right.
I'm gonna hold you to that straight up.
Where are you from me? 2 hours? You say you 2 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I be seeing you all up in the studio. Is this your studio here that you in right now?
My brother, when I said Barlene, my brother, like again, I met him online, and he know a lot of people that I know. He know my wife's first cousin.
Wow.
And I never met him in the flesh until when, Lee? 2019.
Wow.
Yeah, like the end of 2019. So I'm in his spot. This is a podcast building where podcasts are recorded, etc. Yeah.
Sister, you got a key and stop playing.
My brother, he in the building. He just came in the building here. I got a key. Yeah, I know Cap, but I got a key to the building. And this is my brother, you know what I mean? He just, rolled out the red carpet for me like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so you definitely gotta pull up.
I felt that. I'm like, he all up in the studio because whenever I see you online, it look like you in the studio, you getting busy. So yeah, I be seeing the mics and the table and everything.
Right on.
And the walls are red, black, and green.
Yeah, red, black. Well, it's a little green in here inside of the paintings, but it's mostly just red and black. Mm-hmm. You find the traces of green in here. Yeah, he a Gemini as well. I told you. What? Yeah, he's a Gemini. I can't make this up.
When's his birthday?
He the 8th.
Wow, day before yesterday. That's crazy.
Yeah, my brother from another, for sure.
From another mother. Man, I really appreciate you coming on to the podcast. I can't wait to hear more of your music. Like this just ain't enough.
I appreciate you having me. Yeah, we're gonna work on something. I guess what you would call a gospel track here in a minute. So yeah, we'll keep you updated on what's going on.
Yeah, because we got to get on the track. We got to get on the gospel track. There's a song that brother Second Son was singing online the other day. My son he caught the video and he was like, "Mom, he's singing that song that you always be running around the house singing." So I'm like, "Let me hear it." And that song, it's a gospel song. And
thank you, Lord, for all you've done for me.
So I just want to thank Allah, God, and all my ancestors for their power and their might to keep me safe, to keep me whole, to keep us here, and to allow us this opportunity to convene and build. And I hope that you all got something from this, but Allah is the only one that can allow that. Our ancestors guided us here. And that the spirit of that guided us here. So we just want to say praise be to Allah, praise be to the ancestors. I want to give thanks and honor and praise to my brother, Second Son.
Ashe.
K with a K.
I want to give honor and praise to my sis, Desire. That's Desire with a Z.
Don't play with me. And before you go, you gotta do the peace, love, and light before you go. Everybody does it.
Right on.
Do you know how to do it?
This is
peace.
Light. Yeah.
Okay. So on 3, we're gonna close out with a peace, love, and light. If you're at home right now and you see us closing out, you do it with us. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Peace, love, and
light.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Love you, bro.
Peace. Love you too, sis.
All right, peace.
1.